Okay, so before you get to this build, I'm going to give you an example on something. Again, you may see me stumble for the pieces and stuff throughout the video, so I'm going to give you a warning ahead of time. And again, I'm going to mention this throughout the video as well, to always have your parts and pieces ready to go ahead of time. I was a little anxious to get this build done, so I'm going to give you a pointer too. When you see something like this where it says AX80002, what you want to do is you're going to see these big tabs right here and a number of places throughout the bags that say AX80000, so on and so on. This is 32, but then you're going to see these little square boxes with the numbers in it. This one says 1, for example, and then you're going to go on these little tabs right here. They have little numbers that indicate of which one you need. So this case these say 3, so these are number 3s, and then the outside's number 1s, up here's number 5. So that's how you read the part numbers on the manual to the plastic, I'm going to call them the holders. So that's just giving you an example while you're first starting off in the build. So I hope that's helpful, and I hope you enjoyed the video and have fun. Opened up, so I do have to say I'm pretty impressed with these parts, because they are metal or steel, whichever it is. I'm not sure the difference really. It's all stronger than plastic. So I went ahead and started on this one just to see how it went. Originally I did mess up and put the clamp on, as you can see right there, and I put the gearing on, and then there's a little rod that goes in there which wouldn't go on after I did all that, so I had to take the clamp off and then put the rod in, slide the gear on, and then put the clamp on. So go ahead and do that with the next step here. Let's see, let me grab this, and the next gear. As you can see, you got 2 holes, swing that around, and you got a groove right there. So you're going to go ahead and put that rod in the smaller hole, and the gear is going to be facing up towards that groove. As you can see, there's that little groove in there for the gearing also, so it doesn't spin. Slide that in there, get that in there. Alright, what's going on here? So I finally got it. Just had to whack it a couple more times with the hammer, but here are the 2. So, which is that part right there. So now we're going to move on to the next step, which is calling for that, and which is these parts. So it looks like I got that, these 2, and the little gaskets there. Alright, so after searching for a good hour or 2, I finally found this part right here for the AX80002, and even though this thing here says open bag A, this part is not in bag A, and the whole time I thought I lost it. I ended up just looking through all the bags once more, and according to that, it was in plastic 1. So just gotta be careful of that. So unfortunately, the manufacturer did not put the labels on this bag or this taller bag right here. So that's going to be another search here when I get to that point. So as you can see, I got the parts lined up on getting them screwed in. So I already got the little gasket part right here inside the gear, and I'm going to go ahead and screw those on. So I'm going to go ahead and let's see here. Just stating to go, and so like that, and then it's telling us to go, yes, like that. So basically the points right here, so I get my finger out of the way, the points right here are going to go inside these grooves right there. So line them up. There we go. And go ahead and screw these in. So right here's some of the smaller screws that are the hexed screw. You're going to need 4 of them. Go ahead and okay, so we just finished this part now. As you can see, I went ahead and did both of them just to get it out of the way. So now we're on to the next part, which is putting the bearings on and some of the thread lock. And what's nice is that they actually supply the thread lock in the kit. Would have been nice if they supplied this tool as well to screw down the hex screws, because not everybody has this tool. But anyway, moving forward, going to go ahead and put the bearings on, the axle part, and the thread liquid lock. See, we got this, and then it's calling for both of these pieces right here with that right there. So I am going to go ahead and put that in. So first, put the bearing in. The big one goes around the outer side from what the book says, and after that the small bearing will go right there. Okay, just slide down all the way, and then it calls for, I hope this doesn't spurge out or splue out or whatever. Put a little dab. Oh, I hope that's not too much, but should be fine. And just go ahead and put that in there like so. There we go. Put that to the side there. Then on the other side, it calls for a bearing on this part right here as well. ahead and get that on there. There we go. Now, take the other side, like so. Slide it all the way down. Again, put some little thread lock on. Slide it in like so. And now we have the inner part of the axle that is listed down here. Okay, so our next step is moving on to number 3, as you can see right here. I don't know if you can see the shade. Apologies. I had to do this towards the evening since the camera died and stuff, but you'll get the idea when you build this on your own. I'm just giving an overview of what I'm having to do. So let's go ahead. I'm assuming these casings are all the same. So it's looking like, okay, that big one's too big. It's needing a small one right inside here, and then another right inside. As you can see, you got it right there on the outside, and then the other side right inside here. Ooh, this is going to be tricky. Well, hopefully, let me see if I can push this down, because this is actually going to be going here anyways. There we go. Alright, so got the bearing there and that there. Now it's calling to put some grease on the shaft part area and some of the bearing itself. Now what I got was the Mystic marine grease. You can get this pretty much anywhere. For me, I got this for about $3.50 at the store. So far, every store I checked online is about the same price. So it has a little smell to it. Like grease. It's blue. So I'm gonna go ahead and fortunately get this on my fingers. I don't know if that's too much, but maybe too much is better. That way it lasts longer, protects it. Alright, so let's get a little out of hand here for the mess. Sorry about that. Alright, so go ahead, and apologies for the view. I'm probably get a tripod eventually soon. Go ahead and put the grease down in here. Alright, now this is Kong. Put some grease on the big boy. So put the grease up on here as well. sure how much it calls for again, so I'm just gonna estimate, I guess you can say. But I plan on taking this in the water a few times, so I'm gonna try and get at least goobed up pretty well. And if you have any suggestions or comments, please do. Again, this is my first build ever building an RC kit of any type, so this is a learning process for me. Maybe a little bit more, I guess, I'm not sure. Alright, now it says to slide this down and spin this around. As you can see, spinning right down there. I gotta get these in. This cover on, like so. Turn that around there. Alright, so I found the piece that is located right here. Luckily, I didn't throw it away because I had it in my trash bag still, as you can see right here. It was still connected on the little plastic bracket that they have all the pieces connected to. So luckily, I found that, as you can see right here. So I'm going to go ahead and put this on, and then you take the long screws of the hex. Now these don't take the the nuts, so go ahead and screw this in. It's gonna be a little tough because I didn't see any threads on the other end, but I could be wrong. I did have to take this axle cover piece off and put more grease on it because it seems though that it's kind of going metal to metal or steel to steel or whatever it is, and so I put more grease on it, and that's calling for on these little plastic deals. So let's see. Looks like this piece right here comes off as well. There we go. And it's the same like that. Might not be able to see it with my big hands. And then pop it, and that was an understatement. Ew, wow. Alright. There we go. Whew. Alright. Let's see. You might be able to hear it, I'm not sure. It doesn't, I don't know what that is. If you let me know in the comments, please let me know. Like I said, I took this apart again after making it and putting it together and put more grease in it, but I don't know if it's because I'm over tightening it or what, which might be the case. I happen to over tighten screws. I'll get this all together and see what it sounds like as the final product and go on from there. Let's turn it to the next page. Alright, so this is calling for parts number AX8012. Okay. AX, that's not it. There we go. These are, is that a piece too? Nope. It's hard to tell on some of these deals if they are actually parts or not for the actual truck, but I'm gonna be cautious this time and safe about it, because like I said, I almost threw those couple of pieces away and that would not have been fun. So you just slide that on, like so, and you put the screws in right through there. There we go, that one went on pretty easy. I don't know. Maybe it'll be better once it moves, but alright, so looks like it's now calling for these, the AX36366, as you can see right here, right there. So just put a little more grease on there, 2 bearings, and then the AX8004. Which is these 2 pieces. Break those off. Alright. Get my 2 bearings. Sorry about that. Alright. See, I just popped that one right in that piece there. And I'm going to do the same right here. There you go. And the big one goes in inner part, like so. There you go. There you go. So it looks like it's wanting grease up around here. It's on my marine grease. I'll just put a tab bit on here and stuff the rest of it in here. Like so. Stuff it in there. Hope it doesn't Alright, so now that I got those in there, put those to the side. I need to find, I did forget to put the screws in right here, so I'm going to go ahead and do that real quick. Alright, so where are these at? Now it's calling for these little guys, which is going to be sliding into here. I gotta take this out. Pop them in there. There's the one. Two. Pop you back in there. Alright. Just to show you on the manual, right there are those little pieces that it mentions. So it's the AX3450. Let's see here. So I gotta face this up, and this goes so. There we go. Go ahead and get this piece on. And as you can see, there's little slots in there. If you can see it, go right inside, like so, like that. Oh, the other side fell off. Why didn't you guys tell me? Alright. Alright. Now, I'm assuming it's these ones because I got 4 of them and they're the longest ones. So I'm going to pop one in here and see how it works. I hope I don't end up with pieces left over. That's going to be interesting. Alright, so there it is for this one. Must be the front, it looks like. There's the steering. Duh. So, alright, let's put this one aside and start on the next one again. If you can, I don't know how much, if you can hear that. I don't know if it's, like I said, if I tighten it too much and it's hitting the plastic a little bit. But if that was the case, I wouldn't be able to turn it really at all. But when I looked at the gearing, it looks like some of the grease like built up on certain spots, because I put the grease right inside the grooves of the gears, and I'm hoping that that's not going to affect anything. But if it does, then please let me know, and I guess I'll try something else about how to grease it up. But as for right now, I'm going to put this to the side, and hopefully it's not going to have to be taken apart, because as you can see, that was quite a bit to do. So I'll put that one to the side here, and now it's calling for building the next one. So big bearing goes there and there. There you go. Okay, so that's where the tires are going to be going. And then it's calling for a little bit of Loctite. So now it is calling for, let's see, straight edge. Okay, I think I got it right. There we go. So as you can see, those don't have the grooves. If you didn't see it on the last set, put the nuts in. So it's because you got to use these longer ones, these longer screws. And now it's calling for this piece right here, the AX8000 43 number 3. So right here's the piece, and this is calling for, I do not see these little plastic things right here, so I'm going to go ahead and twist those off. There we go. Yeah, like that. So, alright, so put 2 long screws in this way. Alright. Now it's calling for these small 2 screws. So these are a little longer than the last 4 you got. There. Alright. Got those pieces on. Now it's calling for the last 2 pieces, which is this right here. And it is calling for part numbers AX80,001. And the little screws. So let's go ahead and get those on. And the next set, side screws for the like so. That was easy. And you take these little screws, screw them in. Alright, so here is the rear drive axle. Pretty nice. This one was pretty easy, so here they both are. And here again, here's the front. View, just like that. So again, not too bad of a build. Just make sure you got all your parts and pieces laid out before you start, and then that way you can make sure you do have them all. And I was just checking when I was building this that I wonder if the reason it's grinding a little bit, like, is because maybe of this issue right here. Sorry about the glare. So what I might end up doing is just getting some channel locks right here and just pull that down more, pull it out, and see if it slides forward or down, in some cases, how you're looking at it, and see if that will fix the issue. But I hope this was a informative video, but